Hey y'all pull up a chair. Let's talk about some knives today. And speaking of knives, I wanted to focus on a pattern that Case produced for about 10 years, 10 or 15 years I guess. It's one that I think gets overlooked a whole lot as a work knife or as just an everyday carry knife. They were never a super popular pattern, but the guys that carry them seem to really enjoy them. Usually it's one of those things that you either love it or you hate it. It's a unique pattern, and I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of that today. Go over some of the specs. I'll include some close-ups in the videos as well. I'll cut them in here in a little bit. But the knife that we want to talk about today is the Case Backpocket. So these are collaborations with Tony Bowes, and of course I showed some Tony Bowes in my last videos, but I'm going to focus purely on these back pockets today. So this right here is this is a back pocket in 154 cm and amber bone. As you can see, it's got the leather lanyard on it there, and to me that is, so I know you can buy a back pocket with or without the lanyard hole and the lanyard. My preference is greatly to have the lanyard on this particular style of knife, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. So this is an amber bone in 154 cm blade steel, and then this one, this is actually this is not one I would generally carry. This is a Case Collectors Club exclusive in olive bone. They made 1,000 of these, so this one was bought more for a collector's item versus the amber bone, which I kind of bought to carry. But get it on a clamshell here. You can see it's in that olive bone second cut. It's also got the lanyard on it. Really pretty knives. But Tony Bowes designed these. He said that he carried them. He liked to carry a big single blade in his back pocket. And there's one thing about these that makes them particularly well suited for that. We'll get into that here in a few minutes. But you know, he did, and a couple forum posts from years back. Of course, he's passed away now. He talked about how he based these similar to a Remington Bullet Trapper that was on the market at the time back in the day. And it's a big pocket knife, but it doesn't carry like one. And part of the reason is, so these are, other than thickness, these two knives are identical. It's 4 9/16 inch closed. They have a 3 5/8 inch blade. As you can see, they're a pretty good sized knife. And like I said, I'll throw some close-ups in here, probably right in here somewhere. Guys, here you can see the jigging on that amber bone. Both sides. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Case XX logo on the lanyard. I'm not generally a lanyard guy, but I think this is one style that really deserves it. Big California clip point blade. 154 cm blade steel on that one. This is the olive bone. See, it's got a number on the bolster there. Collectors Club, shield, Case XX on the lanyard. Let's turn that one the other way. Again, a long California clip, 2011 model. True sharp stainless. Another beautiful, beautiful piece, guys. And this one's in true sharp stainless, which Case uses a lot of. And it's a good blade steel too. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But they're these knives weigh 3.7 ounces, so they're a lightweight knife, especially to be so big. This one is 7/16 of an inch thick, and this olive bone is actually 3/8 inch thick. It's 1/16 thinner. I'm sure because of the handle material and the different jigging type, this amber bone has a slightly more aggressive pattern on it and required more starting material. Effectively, there's zero difference in them in thickness, but there is almost a 1/16 of an inch there. So carrying it, you would never know the difference, I don't think. But something I wanted to mention. Guys, these make really, really good carry knives. So one thing I like about these, and the reason it's called a back pocket, is because it's thin enough. If you stick it in your back pocket with your wallet, and you can leave your lanyard hanging out there, but you can go about your day, and you don't have, I know my front pockets are already full. You know, I've got a lighter, chapstick, nasal spray in that one. I've got my normal pocket knife in this one. I've usually got my keys in this one. A lot of times I'll have a little Leatherman or something like that in my pocket. All kinds of different stuff. So anything I can do to spread that load out. And that lets me carry a big pocket knife in an unobtrusive manner at work. So one great thing about that is that it's thin, it's light. Now there are other big single blades on the market, for sure. This is one I've talked about. So effectively you're going to pay almost the same price for either one of these. These are running from $175 to $250 more if you're looking for a special edition or something like that. The prices went up significantly since Tony Bose passed away and since these were taken off the market. This is a knife I talked about in my last video. It's a Buck 110 Auto Elite. And style-wise, it's about the same thing. It's a large clip point blade, almost identical in size. So this one is 5 inches closed. It's 1/2 inch longer when it's closed. It has effectively the same size blade. It has a 3 3/4 inch blade versus 3 5/8. But the big difference is this knife is 5/8 of an inch thick. So you can see there's a massive difference in the amount of thickness there. Here. This is that Buck. So it's quite a bit thicker than either one of those. It's a heavier knife for sure. And it's a great option for a carry knife in some methods, but I think for what these are designed for, there is no better option on the market. And partly that is because of the auto mechanism inside of it, and partly that's because the Buck is a heavier built knife. The other thing that makes this knife significantly harder to pocket carry in a back pocket or side pocket is the fact that it weighs double what these do. So this knife weighs 8 ounces, and with a sheath, with the belt sheath, if you're going to carry it on your belt, this knife weighs 10 ounces, whereas this knife weighs 3.5. So 90% of the cutting power, now it is not going to take the abuse that Buck is if you're doing non-knife related things with it. But nothing will take pry bar abuse, screwdriver abuse. If that's what you want, buy a $10 junker from the flea market or from the gas station, use it all you want, abuse it all you want. If you buy something like this, take care of it like the premium tool that it is, because that's what it is. It's priced that way, it's built that way, it should be treated that way. Keep it sharp, keep it clean, keep it well oiled, and it will last you a lifetime. Cram it in a screw, pry on a board, try to pry something open with it, you'll snap the blade off and you'll be miserable. Even if you don't break the blade off, you're going to bust the pivots loose. It's just not built for that. And that's not what it was designed for. Use the right tool for the right job. This one, so as far as, you know, looks go, I actually prefer the green olive bone. Like I said, I probably won't carry this one just because it is a collector's club knife. But it is a good representation of the style. As I mentioned before, they did make these without the hole, without the lanyard hole, in a couple of different blade styles. This has got the long California clip on it, both these do. They also made them in more of a rounded nose, drop point type style. But excellent pattern, guys, especially if you're looking for something going forward. to carry as a back pocket knife. It's a very limited use case, but I think some of you guys really enjoy it once you get into it and once you start getting into this style. If there's anything else you guys would like to see, I've got a few more in my collection. I picked up a Congress recently, a small Congress. I've got some copper heads. So if you guys want to comment below, tell me what you're interested in seeing. I could go more in depth with any of these. I can go more in depth on, the Whittlers or the Lanny's clips or whatever you guys want to see. Or if you guys have something and I don't have it, I'll do my best to pick it up, borrow it, whatever I need to do to review that on the channel, and we can go over that pattern as well. So if you guys like, comment, and share, that helps spread the word. And anything else you can do, to help spread the word. And I hope everybody has a great 2026, this being the first year of it, and we look forward to going on with you.